Hello everybody. I'm just trying to get my camera just right. We're going to be making some fun cupcake cards today. Apologize while I just try to get my things set up so that you can see them. I think on Facebook and YouTube everything probably looks good, but then Instagram gives you like just a small amount of space to use. So I just want to make sure that you can see what I'm doing there too. Hi everybody, it's Michelle from Pink and Maine. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be making some fun birthday cards, some yummy birthday cards with our new berry and cherry cupcake stamps. So let's go down to my desk and let's get started. All right, so I've just got an A2 side folding card. It's one of our pre-cut and scored card bases, which I love because I hate cutting and scoring cards. I don't know about you, but I always get something crooked, especially when I'm scoring them. So the fact that they're already done for me, it's a bonus. I'm going to go ahead and turn on our pink ink machine to number 3 because we're going to be doing some foiling. And we're going to be foiling with some of our stickies, our adhesive transfers. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first because you really don't need heat to use those. It doesn't hurt anything, but you don't need the heat. So if you're not familiar with our stickies, they come like this. They're on a clear sheet. You get 3 sheets per package. And whatever you see the black printed design, that's adhesive. It's like a rub-on, but we're actually rubbing on adhesive. Hi everybody, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you all are having a great Sunday. I'm just going to make a couple of quick cards here. So what you do is you cut out the design that you want to use. So I want to use this word celebrate. So we're going to cut that out. I can set all these others aside. These are the birthday sentiments stickies. And they coordinate well with our birthday sentiment dies. So what I've done is I've used the die and I've cut out the shadow of the celebrate. And I'm going to use the stickies to go right on top of that. See how that fits really nicely? So to use the stickies, you're going to flip it over and you're going to peel the back clear label away. You don't need that. You don't want to touch any of the area where that black print is because it's sticky. That's adhesive. And I'm going to try to carefully line it up. And then I'm just going to stick it down on my cardstock. So now it says celebrate. Now that black image there, it's not going to be black. It's going to be clear adhesive once we adhere it. Now to rub this on, I don't recommend, way back in the day when I first used rub-ons, we used to rub them with popsicle sticks and you would rub it onto your paper. You don't want to do that with these because they're adhesive. You can push and move that adhesive around and you don't want to do that because it'll mess up the design. So to rub it on, you want like a nice smooth pressure. So you can use your die cut machine. You can just run this through the die cut machine, or I just use my Mink machine. Because the Mink machine has the rollers inside that give pressure, I just run this through the Mink machine just as it is. And that's going to add the pressure I need to adhere it to my paper. And you don't even need the heat. You can have the Mink machine on 0 to do this. It does not require any heat to use our stickies. Because they're adhesive, the foil will stick to them. You just need the pressure. So now that this has gone through the pressure, I'm going to carefully peel this top piece away, just like so. So see, the black is printed on here. That's not part of the adhesive. So you're not going to get anything black going on to your paper. But I'll try to show it in the light here. You can see it kind of shiny. That is the adhesive. So now what we have to do, now you can add glitter to this. You can add flock to this. You can add embossing powder and emboss it. Or you can add foil. So we're going to foil ours today. I've got some sparkle red. And again, I want to rub the foil on there with a nice smooth even pressure. So I'm going to use my Mink machine again. You can use your die cut machine to add this, or you can use the Mink machine. It just gives that nice smooth pressure that it needs to make the foil stick to it. And again, you don't need the heat. You can have it on 0. I hope everyone's enjoying some nice weather this Sunday. I know here we're in Palmetto, Florida, and summer is officially here. We no longer have any cool mornings anymore. It's now hot in the morning too. I don't mind the heat, but summer is here. And we're getting up towards 90s, high 80s each day, so it's nice and hot. All right, so now when we peel these away, you're gonna watch. You just peel this and look at that. Wherever that adhesive was, we now have foil. So cool. And so easy to do. Like I said, with our stickies, the adhesive transfers, you don't need any heat, so you can actually use these just with your die cut machine for the pressure to stick them down and then the pressure to add the foil. But like I said, if you don't want to add foil, you can add your favorite embossing powder, glitter, or flock, anything that will stick to the adhesive. So we have our sentiment. We're going to foil another panel. This is from our birthday background foilable sheets. It's a nice little background of cupcakes. Super fun. Now you do need heat to apply foil to our foilables. They're toner printed designs and the foil will stick to the toner with the heat. And the Mink machine adds the perfect heat and the perfect pressure. Hi everybody that's joining in. Thank you again for joining me today. I hope you're having a nice Sunday. We also want to dust off our foil on the back. The enemy to foiling is dust or debris or pet hair sitting on top of this toner design, because anything in between the toner and the foil, it will not let the foil adhere in that spot. Cool and rainy in Virginia Beach. Well, that's a nice day to stay in and craft, right? All right, so we're gonna just apply our foil to the top of the foilable. We always put it pretty side up. This is our Roy G. Biv foil. It's our rainbow foil. Doesn't have any other pattern to it, just nice little ombre rainbow. It's really pretty. We're gonna make some rainbow cupcakes. And we just slide that straight through our ink machine. I kind of support it as it goes through just to make sure it goes straight and even. Did everyone see our new release that we had on Friday? We just released our April release with lots of fun items in the release, and I'm a bit behind. If I were on top of things, I would be using brand new items today, but I will be using them soon, very soon. I had these cupcakes from our last release, and I had to make some cards with them. They're fun and cheerful, and they make great birthday cards. So when you pull your foilable out from the transfer paper, you leave the foil on there because it's going to be hot, and you want to let it cool off before you do my favorite part, which is the peel and reveal. And you want it to cool off because the toner ink that the design is printed with, it heats up in the machine, kind of gets melty, if you want to say like that, so that the foil adheres to it. But you don't want to peel that foil too quickly with that toner still being hot or melty. So now that it's cool, you can peel and reveal. Oh boy, so much fun. That's my favorite part. Don't forget, you still have a pattern here in this foil, so you can take a solid toner sheet and you can foil these cupcake patterns on a solid toner sheet. And I have lots of videos where I show where we use the negative foil piece, so you can check out how to do that. So here is our rainbow cupcakes. Love those. Very fun and cheerful. I love the foil, just adds that extra something to your cards. All right, now we can adhere and put our card together. I'm going to attach the foilable to a scallop rectangle piece that I cut from our street light yellow cardstock. Do any of you all love butterflies? We have lots of butterflies in our new April release. Butterflies are one of my favorite things. Let's adhere this. So the next time you see me, we'll be using some stuff from the April release. Make sure we get our cupcakes facing the right direction. And we'll stick that down to our card. This is going to be super simple. So this is the cherry cupcake, and I've just colored it with Olo markers. I love the Olo markers. And then I've die cut it. So we have stamps and coordinating dies for this set. And I've added some foam tape to the back, and I'm just going to pop it up there in the center of the card. Just trimmed my fingernails last night. And you know how when you first trim them, you're not used to them being as short as they were the day before. So it makes doing things a little bit more difficult. Not too bad though. Okay, so there's our card so far. Now we're going to add this little celebrate down at the bottom. All right. How fun is that? See how that foil just adds so much to a card. Okay, now we're ready to move on to our second card. Do a little bit more foiling on this one. This time we're going to use the berry cupcake, and I colored it very differently from the cherry. The cherry was more, you know, reds and rainbow tones. This one's got beautiful purples, a little bit of like a seafoam green there for the ribbon. So I'm using purples and that seafoam green on my card. We're going to foil, this is reverse polka dot. And the reason I call it reverse polka dots is because the black area is going to have the foil and then the polka dots are going to be white instead of having black polka dots that will, you know, be foiled. So I'm going to dust this off. And I'm going to dust the back of my foil off. And then wait till you see what foil I chose to go with this. It was like the perfect colors, and I just had to use it. So I'm going to add my Foilable to the transfer folder. And then look at that. So this is our oil slick foil. So hard to show it in the camera where you get like just how pretty it is. But it looks like an oil slick, like oil sitting on water in the road or something. You know, it creates those little pools and waves and marbling of different colors. So it's mostly silver, but it's got like the teal and seafoam green and purples rippling through it. It's really pretty. And I thought the colors were perfect for this card. So let's go ahead and foil that. And then for a sentiment, I don't know if you've seen our new Foilables cut-ups. But this is from our birthday sentiments foilable cut-ups. And it's a bunch of birthday sentiments and images, and they're already die cut for you. So you just pull them out and you foil them. So we're going to be using the one that says "Yay for Cake." And take our first piece out of the transfer folder, but I'm not going to peel the foil off yet because it's still hot. And we'll foil our "Yay for Cake." And for that one, I'm using the Tinsel Lavender foil. It's lavender with lots of striations and streaks of different holographic colors. It's really pretty. Yeah, I'm not sure if on Instagram I'm still moving. It looks like I'm stuck. I apologize, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Technology is wonderful when it works, you know? That's what I always say. All right, let's take this out of the folder, and that's the last foiling that we're going to do. So I'm going to turn the ink machine off, let that cool down. All right, let's peel this one. I can't wait. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. Oops. All right, so you want to keep your negative piece of foil so that you can add this pattern to a solid toner sheet. Oops, drop mine down. I'm just going to brush this off slightly. Add a little bit of extra foil on some of those polka dots. And I've been using my ink machine off and on all day today, so it might have been just a little bit too hot. But there we go. I just dust that off. Now we have our gorgeous oil slick polka dot background. And then let's check out our Yay for Cake sentiment. Oh yeah. Foiling is just so satisfactory. What's the word? Satisfying. There you go. When you peel that off and you see that foiled image that you've created. All right, so now we can put our card together. I've got an A2 side folding card. Nope, this is top folding, sorry. Top folding. And this is in our Evening Clouds cardstock. Yeah, I apologize. I seem to be stuck on Instagram. I don't see it moving anymore. But I think we're good on Facebook and YouTube as far as I know. All right, so we've got our card base. I've got a couple of different elements here. We want to add our foilable piece, but underneath our foilable piece, I've got 2 strips of this kind of seafoam colored cardstock. And this one I've cut with our Fun Scallops border dies. So it's got the 2 sizes of scallops and a little stitching on the inside of those. So we're going to add that to the back of the foiled piece. So I'm just going to add some adhesive to the edges to begin with to add those strips on the back. You can have as much or as little peeking out as you want. I think that looks good. There we go. So now we have our piece that has little scallops on one side and just a straight edge on the other. And now we can add this to our card front. Along with our new release that's now live, we do have the April mug. If you're collecting our monthly mugs, we have our April mug set available, and the April mug stamp set is free with a $50 purchase, and the April mug die set is available for free with a $75 purchase, and that runs through April 26th. If you're watching this later, it just runs through April 26th. That's next Friday, or this upcoming Friday. And if you don't know about our mug set, each month we come out with a new mug for the month, and they're just cute little mugs that are themed either for the holiday or for the month. So there I just added like a 1/4 inch strip of our purple glitter paper. Don't be afraid to combine your glitter paper with your foil. I say you can never have too much sparkle and shine, and it just gives a really fun finish. So now we're just going to add our cupcake, which again I've added some foam tape to the back. I just want to pop it up for dimension. I think I want to add this one more in the middle of the card. Like that. And then we've got Yay for Cake. We'll just add some adhesive to that. And I think I'm gonna put that going across the cupcake a little bit here. Yeah, I like that. All right, so there is our second card. So that is with our berry cupcake. And then the first card we made, if I can get it here. Card with our berry cupcake. And our cherry cupcake. There you go. That's what I needed to say. Cherry and berry cupcake. I love that. I love how the foil just kind of adds that little something. And there you go. And that's all I had planned for today. I want to thank you again for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday, a wonderful week ahead. You get some time to get creative and crafty. And be sure to join us on our Facebook group and share your creations with us. We love to see what you're making with all your Pink and Main products. And until next time, my friends, keep living the creative life. We'll see you next time.